Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Please be seated so we can start in another few minutes. Good afternoon. Please be seated, if possible. We'll give it another 2 minutes till everybody gets seated. Good afternoon. Please take your seats and we will get started. Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to all of you completing your graduate degree. Friends, family, President Mahoney, Provost Quackenbush, faculty, and staff. We also welcome those of you who are watching this ceremony from afar. I'm Dr. Zora Chomova, Dean of the Graduate School and Associate Provost for Academic Affairs. It's my pleasure to lead this ceremony today as we celebrate the achievements of our graduate students who have successfully completed the requirements for their master or PhD degrees. As we begin, I would like to acknowledge where we stand. We have the privilege of meeting today in the ancestral lands of the Onondaga Nation, the center of the Six Nations of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, who we honor for their many contributions, including the original philosophy and practice of environmental stewardship. I now invite President Mahoney to the podium to share her greetings with you all.
Thank you. We have a full house. Good evening, everybody. Happy to see you here. It is my honor to welcome you all to the higher degree ceremony. Today is a celebration of achievement, of perseverance, and of the dedication each of you has shown in pursuing advanced degrees. We gather here to recognize the remarkable efforts of those who have completed their master's and doctoral studies and to acknowledge the impact your work will have on our world for years to come. You have spent countless hours researching, analyzing, and developing solutions to some of the most pressing environmental and sustainability challenges of our time. Whether through innovative science, groundbreaking policy, or leadership in conservation, you have pushed boundaries and redefined what is possible in your respective fields. At SUNY ESF, our mission has always been about more than just preparing our students for careers. We strive to prepare leaders who will make meaningful contributions to our planet's future. Each of you embodies that mission. You have not only contributed to the academic world, but to the broader global effort of building a more sustainable, resilient, and equitable future for us all. I want to congratulate each of you on your extraordinary achievements. The work you've done here at ESF has already made a significant impact, and I have no doubt that the work you will do in the future will improve our world in ways both large and small. We are so incredibly proud of you and excited to see all that you will accomplish. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Mahoney. The students we honor here today are about to be graduates of the ESF Graduate School, the only U.S. institution of higher learning dedicated solely to the study of the environment in all of its complexity, from basic to applied science to engineering, design, and planning. The Graduate School at ESF advances environmental leadership through relationships by enabling graduate and professional students to create knowledge and to develop skill to improve our world. These students are mentored by the incredibly talented faculty of the ESF, who walk with them throughout their graduate studies. Faculty mentors learn with their graduate students as they teach, listening and guiding them along the way, helping each person to find their distinctive contribution to improve our world. It is my pleasure to introduce Provost Lindy Quackenbush, ESF Chief Academic Officer, to recognize the faculty.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm pleased that you could join us today to honor the accomplishments of our graduate students. But before we do this, I want to acknowledge our faculty who contribute immensely to the success of these students. ESF faculty create, teach, and mentor students in 8 program areas on our campus, each of which provide unique opportunities for students to further their education with professors who are dedicated to teaching and research and are leaders in their fields. It is my pleasure to recognize the faculty who have mentored the graduate students we celebrate today. Would the faculty members please rise? Please join me in thanking them. You can sit down again. Thank you.
Faculty advisors were asked to share with us a few words about how each student's effort helped to improve our world. You might have heard that slogan before, as it aptly describes why we are all here, to improve our world, each using our own unique gifts to do so. The faculty remarks will be shared with you as we recognize each graduate student. This year, graduating students were also invited to share details about their experiences at ESF, their research achievements, and their future plans. You might have seen the slideshow before the ceremony on the side wall. It will continue after the ceremony as well. These graduate students have shown unwavering dedication, investing countless hours, days, weeks, and months, and even years into studying the intricacies of our world. Their goal is to gain a deeper understanding of how we can coexist harmoniously with nature. At this moment, I would like to invite President Mahoney and Provost Quackenbush to the stage. They will assist with hooding of the doctoral candidates, congratulate all students, and give them a small gift from the graduate school and a special recognition of their individual achievements from the Graduate Student Association. Would the PhD candidates and their major professors please come forward? Students, yeah. Give them a big round of applause. They deserve it. Students, please stand between your major professor and the President Mahoney to be hooded and to be photographed. After that, please proceed to be congratulated by President Mahoney, Provost Quackenbush, and can you move a little bit to the left for the photograph? Yes, yes. All right. So now we recognize the doctoral students in the Division of Environmental Science. Ashmita Das. Title of the dissertation, CRISPR for Agroecological Transformations. Major Professor, Dr. Teresa Selfa. Dr. Selfa notes, Ashmita will bring her interdisciplinary research experience in science and technology studies and political ecology to the Rockefeller Institute of Government in Albany, where she will work as a science policy postdoctoral fellow, translating science into policy to improve our world. Congratulations. All right. Environmental science. That's it? All right. Doctoral students in the Department of Chemical Engineering. Where are they? I am waiting for them. That's what I thought. Environmental science. Doctoral students in environmental science. Please come forward. I was hoping for more. Thank you. Sarah Nahar, dealing with our crap, literally and metaphorically. Ecological sanitation in the context of environmental studies and religion. Major Professor Dr. Sharon Moran. Dr. Moran noticed, Sarah's dissertation research sought to understand the barriers of ecological sanitation, and specifically why organizations have not embraced all of the excellent alternatives to water flush toilets. She explored conceptions and misconceptions about waste, cleanliness, the sacred, and many other things in connection with what people see as better and worse ways to handle the things our bodies leave behind. Her work will help make sanitation more equitable globally. Congratulations. M. Christie. Ooh. Dissertation title, Resisting Economies of Oppression, Invoking Experience, Imagination, and Identity for Addressing Issues of Eco-Social Exploitation and Harm in the Post-Colonial State. Major Professors, Dr. Sharon Moran and Dr. Valerie Luzaidis. The professors note, M has come to ESF from a career as a chemist in Jamaica and proceeded to complete a dissertation focusing on resisting economies of oppression while leading the Graduate Student Association. Thank you, M. Publishing peer-reviewed and public domain articles on a wide range of environmental topics and starting a podcast on higher education. Bringing meaning and insight to everything they do, M has been transformative to all who had the honor of working with them. Congratulations. Shin-Yu Lin, an exploratory workflow-based framework to investigate key factors shaping AI integration in urban design scenarios. Major Professors, Dr. Aidan Ackerman and Dr. Doug Johnston. The professors note, Shin-Yu's research advances participatory urban analysis by combining qualitative and quantitative methods to capture, interpret, and elevate diverse perspectives in planning processes. By refining data workflows, applying structural equation modeling, and integrating AI for greater accuracy and efficiency, the framework he has developed supports more inclusive, responsive, and equitable urban environments, ultimately helping communities make better informed, collaborative decisions. Congratulations. Li Zhang, modeling spatial and temporal patterns of non-point source pollutant loads with variation in runoff, land cover, and green infrastructure. Major Professor, Dr. Theodore Andreni. Professor Andreni's comments. Many of our nation's waters are no longer swimmable, fishable, or drinkable due to non-point source pollution. This research developed the new I3 models that predict where pollution flows and how to remove it, helping communities to restore cleaner, healthier rivers and lakes. Congratulations. Joanna Lambsden Pinto. Patterns and drivers of vegetation change in pine barren ecosystems in the northeastern United States. Major Professor, Dr. Martin Dovčák. Professor Dovčák notes, Joanna studied how plant communities of the unique pine barrens ecosystem of the eastern United States change over time with changing climate, land use, and fire disturbance regime. Pine barrens are known to be particularly sensitive to these ongoing environmental changes, and Joanna's work is a major contribution to the current understanding as well as management and conservation of this threatened ecosystem. Congratulations. Next, we recognize the students from the Department of Chemical Engineering. Linjing Jia, bioprocess development for efficient conversion of non-recyclable fiber rejects and acid waste into polyhydroxybutyrate. Made it. Major Professor, Dr. Deepak Kumar. Dr. Kumar notes, Linjing developed innovative bioprocessing strategies to convert two abundant agro-processing wastes in New York State, non-recyclable fiber rejects and acid waste, into biodegradable bioplastics. By identifying and overcoming key process and metabolic bottlenecks, she optimized production systems that achieved high efficiency using these waste streams individually or together. Her work offers sustainable solutions for waste valorization while advancing circular bioeconomy. Congratulations. Kalyani Ananthakrishnan. Sustainable biochemical conversion of shrub willow to bioethanol and bioplastics, process development and techno-economic assessment. Major Professor, Dr. Deepak Kumar. Dr. Kumar notes, Kalyani's research supports a more sustainable future by developing renewable biofuels and biodegradable plastics from shrub willow, a fast-growing, low-input crop. Using eco-friendly processes and engineered microbial strains, she efficiently converted plant sugars and evaluated key factors affecting yields. Her techno-economic analysis demonstrated real-world viability, offering solutions to reduce plastic pollution and fossil fuel dependence, contributing to a cleaner, greener planet. Congratulations. Next, we recognize the doctoral student from Department of Chemistry, Zacharias Smith. Freshwater paralytic shellfish poisoning toxins and other cyanobacterial neurotoxins in New York lakes. Major Professor, Dr. Gregory Boyer. John Hassett is standing in for Major Professor. Comments from Dr. Boyer. Zacharias' work on identification and occurrence of relatively underreported neurotoxin that is found in New York lakes, large and small. These compounds have been associated with animal fatalities, and understanding their occurrence is critical for protection of our drinking and recreational waters. Congratulations, Zacharias. Next, we recognize the PhD students from the Department of Environmental Biology. Catherine Lawson, exploring the conservation status on invertebrate marine species in Fijian environments, past, present, and future. Major Professors, Dr. Joshua Drew and Dr. Rebecca Randall. Their comments about Kathy's work. Kathy's work helps us better understand how coral reefs can rebound from disturbance, and in doing so, she's helping Fijians better manage their natural resources. Congratulations, Kathy. Jesse Czekansky-Moir, Diversity Patterns in Palau and Beyond. Major Professor, Dr. Rebecca Randall. Dr. Randall noticed, Jesse's evolution research combines deep knowledge of the Micronesian archipelago of Palau with expertise in ants and land snails to understand why do species occur where they do. He integrates ecology, biogeography, and conservation to help establish Palau as a new natural laboratory for studying evolution on Pacific Islands. Congratulations, Jesse. Eric Carlson. Advancement of blight tolerance biotechnology in chestnut and a tissue culture-free method for the genetic transformation and regeneration of populace. Major Professor, Dr. Andrew Newhouse. Dr. Newhouse notes, Eric's work advances solutions to restore ecologically important tree species. By advancing techniques to enhance blight tolerance in American chestnuts, and pioneering alternative transformation methods for other trees, his research facilitates forest restoration and opens biotechnological pathways for threatened native trees. Congratulations, Eric. Now we recognize the PhD candidates from the Department of Sustainable Resource Management. Alexandra Dale. Techno-economic analysis of greenhouse gas abatement pathways in residential space heating under a social cost of greenhouse gas framework. Major Professors Tristan Brown and Dr. Bob Malsheimer. Dr. Jenny Frank is standing in. Major Professors note, Alex Dill's research dissertation applies New York State's social cost of carbon framework to real-world climate policy question. In doing so, it provides guidance to the state's policymakers on how to rapidly make progress towards its decarbonization goals. Congratulations, Alex. Mandira Pokaer, evaluating economic and regulatory impacts on tropical timber trade, case studies on hardwood use, Lacey Act effects, and naming conventions. Major Professor Dr. René Germain. Dr. Germain notes, Mandira's research supports global forest conservation by identifying high-risk tropical timber species in trade and evaluating regulatory effectiveness. By addressing species traceability, regulatory impacts, and sustainable substitution strategies, this research offers a comprehensive framework for enhancing compliance, conservation, and economic opportunities in the global tropical timber trade. Congratulations, Mandira. Basanta Lamsal, assessing the economic contribution of industries within a regional economy using an input-output framework. Major Professors Dr. John Wagner and Dr. Mariela Cavo. The comments they provided. Basanta made significant advancements in contribution analysis, the economic importance natural resources, forestry industries have on the GDP, employment, and value added of New York State. His research has resulted in numerous technical and peer-reviewed publications, with a few more peer-reviewed publications in the work. Congratulations. We are all set. Johnny. Abhishek Paudal, application of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, in vegetation monitoring. Major Professor Dr. Eddie Bevilacqua. Dr. Bevilacqua notes, developing cost-effective methods for monitoring management activities, such as quantifying planting success and growth, is critical for ensuring sustainable use of forest lands. Abhishek demonstrated how imagery collected from unmanned aerial systems can be efficiently used to quantify vegetation abundance in managed communities. Congratulations, Abhishek. Congratulations to all of the PhD students, and now we will now recognize the students completing master's degree. Please again stand between your major professor and President Mahoney for a photograph. We begin with recognizing master's students in the Division of Environmental Science. Mary Banner. Major Professor Dr. Stacy McNulty comments, Mary has a deep commitment to Earth and communities occupying it, as evidenced by her internship with NASA, working with Arctic geospatial data. Congratulations, Mary. Janelle Booker. Public participation in the Champlain-Adirondack Biosphere region. Applications of Seneca's Trinity of Voice. Major Professor Emmanuel Carter. Professor Carter notes, Janelle's thesis examines the challenges of finding unity of purpose across multiple communities in the Champlain-Adirondack Biosphere Reserve. Congratulations, Janelle. Elizabeth Keys Devage, comparative productivity and resource investment in the establishment of a traditional vineyard agroforestry system incorporating American chestnut. Major Professor Dr. Stuart Demont. Dr. Demont notes, Liz worked with climate change adaptation and food security through the evaluation of traditional vineyard agroforestry. She found that these complex systems can outperform conventional agriculture. Congratulations, Liz. Wind Mo, water quality characteristics and trends in New York State. Major Professor Dr. Charles Kroll. Dr. Kroll notes, wind thesis assessed long and short-term trends in nutrients in New York State streams and potential drivers of these trends, thus improving the resiliency and sustainability of these critical aquatic ecosystems. Congratulations, Wind. Taposh Molek, leveraging machine learning to confirm invasive species reports. Major Professor Dr. Lindy Quackenbush. Dr. Quackenbush notes, Taposh used AI tools to review citizen science images of invasive plants, animals, and insects to support tracking, mitigation, and eradication of these species to improve the health of the New York State landscapes. Congratulations. Alexandra Walls. Non-formal climate justice education, a critical lens on inclusion, identity, career development, and queering residential environmental education spaces. Major Professors Dr. Sheridan and Dr. Andrea Parker. They note, Alex was an ESF undergraduate student that we kept. Her research focused on the evaluation of non-formal climate justice education that gives voice to marginalized youth. Congratulations, Alex. Now we recognize the students in the Department of Chemical Engineering. Revant Venu, biochemical valorization of sawdust into biodegradable bioplastics. Major Professor Dr. Deepak Kumar. Dr. Kumar notes, Revant transformed sugar maple sawdust into biodegradable plastic using a chemical-free process and optimized fermentation, offering a sustainable solution to plastic waste and wood residue use. Congratulations, Revant. We now recognize the master students in the Department of Chemistry. Gianna Leipert, occurrence of per and polyfluora kill substances, the PFAS, in vegetative wildlife food sources at reforested contamination sites. Major Professors Dr. Nicholas Flug and Dr. Lee Newman. They note, this research helps people who forage for wild food to understand the risk of contaminant exposure from forever chemicals, PFAS. This includes both plants and plant products, such as wild honey. Congratulations, Gianna. We now recognize the master students from the Department of Environmental Biology. Erika Wood, community-led study on Rubus cameromorus, sex ratio and impact of shrub encroachment on fruit set. Major professors Dr. Robin Kimmerer and Dr. Stuart Demont. They comment, Erika's community-led work supports understanding how climate change may impact a plant of cultural significance to an Alaska Native community. Congratulations, Erika. Kaya Deer in Water, of Land and Memories, Plant Knowledge of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation. Major Professor Dr. Robin Kimmerer. Dr. Kimmerer notes, Kaya's work supports the revitalization of traditional plant knowledge in Potawatomi communities and suggests strategies for restoration of cultural plants. Congratulations, Kaya. Dine Jat, Major Professors Dr. Robin Kimmerer and Dr. Gregory McGee. They note that Dine's work will guide restoration of herb communities on more than 1,000 forested acres that were returned to the Onondaga Nation following colonization and 2 centuries of widespread agricultural conversion. Congratulations, Denaya. Alison Schroeder, factors affecting distribution of songbirds and nightjars and nightjar nest survival on a military installation. Major Professor Dr. Jonathan Cohen. Dr. Cohen notes, Alison's work will allow resource managers to remotely monitor rare birds on a military installation in places that are ordinarily difficult to access. Congratulations. Samantha Long, landscape and avian host influences on ticks and tick-borne pathogens in Central New York State. Major Professor Dr. Melissa Fierke. Dr. Fierke notes, knowing more about Lyme disease, how the landscape influences tick densities and pathogen prevalence and its avian reservoirs is important in informing people using green spaces in Onondaga County. Congratulations. Evelyn Pay, effects of temperature and host tree on egg hatch and early larva development on spongy moss. Major Professor Dr. Dylan Perry. Dr. Perry notes, Evelyn's research revealed underlying causes for reduced predictive value of phenology models at the range limits of an ecologically and economically important invasive species. Congratulations. Clay Gibbons, genetic, morphological, phenological, and mycorrhizal aspects that define American beach grass in northeastern freshwater ecosystems. Major Professor Dr. Danilo Fernando. Dr. Fernando notes, Clay's research solves the problem of distinguishing local from non-local American beach grass to prevent negative impacts of unwanted introductions such as loss of genetic diversity in local species. Congratulations. Samia Cushing, determining the effects of northern snakehead on the food web of a large freshwater marsh. Major Professor Dr. Kim Schultz. Dr. Schultz notes, Samia's field and lab work quantify feeding relationships at the invasion front of predatory snakehead fish in New York, advancing ecology and informing management decisions to combat this toothy invasive. Congratulations. Macy Carr, rubus species in emerald ash borer affected ash stands relative to levels of disturbance as a framework for food forests. Major professors Dr. Don Leopold and Dr. Stu Demont. They note, Macy explored an innovative management options for forests decimated by emerald ash borer and was the first to document fruit production of rubus species in forests. Congratulations. Emma Blunt, associations between fecal contaminants and nutrient concentrations in tributaries of northern Cayuga Lake, New York. Major professors Dr. Hyatt Green and Dr. Michael Schumer. They note, Emma's use of molecular methods to trace sources of harmful nutrients truly has the potential to limit harmful algal blooms in our beloved Finger Lakes. Congratulations, Emma. Now we recognize the master students in the Department of Environmental Resource Engineering. Max Cassans, characterizing per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS, in biosolids and wastewater. Major Professor Doug Daly. Comments from Professor Daly. PFAS chemicals can have detrimental public and environmental health effects. This research aids in our understanding of fate and transport of PFAS from wastewater treatment facilities to the environment. Congratulations, Max. Natasha Haskell. Assessment of coated paperboard as a compost feedstock, treatment, carbon emissions, and degradation indicators. Major Professor Doug Daly. Professor Daly notes, composting non-recyclable coated paperboard products captures carbon for soil reclamation, conserves landfill space, reduces GHG, greenhouse emissions from landfills, and supports economic development. Congratulations. Shayla Gaviota Rayos Galeano, Fire Occurrence Modeling Across the Americas. Major Professor Georgios Montrakis, Dr. Steve Shaw standing in. Notes. Shayla is a Fulbright Scholar from Paraguay. Her research is about developing models for each climate zone in North, Central, and South America and understanding the interactions of the fire drives. Congratulations, Shayla. Eniola Onatayo. Satellite-based monitoring of water quality in the Finger Lakes, generating decadal wall-to-wall Secchi depths and chlorophyll A maps using machine learning and Landsat 8 data. Major Professor Dr. Balam Salehi. Dr. Steve Shaw is standing in. Dr. Salehi notes, Eniola's work advances long-term monitoring of freshwater health using satellite data and machine learning, supporting better management of water quality in multi-lake systems like the Finger Lakes. Congratulations. Next, we recognize the master students in the Department of Environmental Studies. Besua Carvajal. Major Professor Dr. Teresa Selfa. Dr. Selfa notes, Beth's work examining conflicts between farmers' livelihoods and conservation agendas in Colombia will improve our world by highlighting new strategies to facilitate environmental peace building. Congratulations, Beth. Austin Parr. Major Professors Dr. Paul Hirsch and Dr. Patrice Call. Standing in for them. Patrice is here. Okay. I wasn't, sorry. The comments from Major Professors. Austin excelled at communicating complex food systems and sustainability issues clearly, engaging in public and driving meaningful change across communities, agriculture, and ecosystems. Congratulations, Austin. Now we recognize the students in the master students in the Department of Landscape Architecture. Jesse Horning, Major Professor, Dr. Ellen White. Dr. White notes, Jesse's expertise in construction and mastery of visualization will impact the field, especially in her new role as a landscape architect for the city of Rochester. Congratulations. Tanner Laramie, Major Professors Emmanuel Carter and Sam Quinn. They comment, Tanner's capstone, Rewilding Fairways, is a replicable process for repurposing abandoned golf courses and other remnant landscapes as a wildlife sanctuaries. Congratulations, Tanner. Jake Totten, Major Professor Thomas Hogg. Professor Hogg notes, Jake's landscape archive demonstrates how accessible digital records animate cultural landscape histories to reframe the present and enrich designs for the future. Congratulations. Now we recognize the master students in the Department of Sustainable Resources Management. Marcus Tingley, Major Professor Dr. John Wagner. Dr. Wagner comments, Marcus' scholarship was in silviculture, measurements, and management pedagogy. He will continue this scholarship as a PhD student at University of Maine and become a university professor one day. Congratulations. Richard Gentry, Major Professors Dr. John Wagner and Dr. Eddie Bevilacqua. They comment, Richard will be using the knowledge gained from the natural and social sciences to solve practical forest management problems sustainably. Congratulations, Richard. Delaney Kalsman, Major Professor Dr. René Germain. Dr. Germain comments, Delaney, an employee of New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation, completed her capstone project on sustainable management of white-tailed deer in New York State parks. Congratulations. Melanie Costello, Major Professor Dr. Andrew van der Jagt. He comments, Melanie's passionate pursuit of Master of Forestry led to a fire management plan for Long Island and the skills needed to ensure sustainable forest management. Congratulations, Melanie. Morgan Condon, Major Professors Dr. Jenny Frank and Dr. Robert Malsheimer. They comment, by examining the full carbon footprint of New York State solar arrays, which includes forest removals, Morgan research empowers informed renewable energy decisions and policies for a more sustainable future. Congratulations. Elizabeth Clippert, title of the thesis, Mapping Emerald Ash Borer Mortality in Forests of New York State with Time Series Landsat Imagery. Major Professor Dr. Colin Weyer. He notes, as Elizabeth developed a low-cost landscape scale method for mapping impacts of invasive forest pests like emerald ash borer to support statewide forest health protection efforts. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Ayusha Chapagain, exploring the impact of wood defects on consumer preference, psychology, physiology, and pricing. Major Professor Dr. Paul Krovela. Dr. Krovela notes, Ayusha's work showed the physiological and psychological benefits of both pristine and not filled wood environments. In fact, after a tough day, the knotty environment could be the better one for you. Congratulations. Jacob Beiderer. The effects of nitrogen, phosphorus, and calcium limitations on wood decomposition in a northern hardwood ecosystem. Major Professor Dr. Youth Yanei. She notes, Jake's style is bold, their heart big, quietly essential, always the first to drop the right link, help a classmate, cheer us up, or advance the wood decay research. Congratulations, Jacob. Thank you, President Mahoney, Provost Quackenbush. Congratulations to all of our graduating students. I am pleased to introduce Dr. M. Christie, immediate past president of the ESF Graduate Student Association, to offer some remarks. Dr. Christie.
Thank you, Dean Tomovo. There is no greater experience than seeing the things we dream of and have worked for become a reality. As we think about the state of the world and the work we have done to get here today, we deserve to celebrate. We overcame all that was thrown at us from the world outside, our advisors, administration, the students we teach, and just from life. So give yourself permission to celebrate and bask in the glory of your accomplishments. You certainly have my endorsement to do the absolute most. And if you know me, the most is all I know how to do. Humility has no place here this weekend. Instead, welcome enthusiastic gratitude and excitement. This is exciting. As graduate students, we are often told about the innate struggles associated with being in graduate school. Research is hard. Being a grad student is difficult. This is what they keep repeating. However, the last 3 years have taught me that with community, it is easy to overcome this kind of struggle logic, no matter how entrenched it may be. Switching that mindset of scarcity to one of abundance and gratitude leads to more imagination and promotes innovative solutions. Take this with you to the next phase of your life. Despite all the odds, we have done a great thing that is the culmination of many equally great things achieved over many uncertain years under often excruciating circumstances. For some of us, this includes presenting at conferences, publishing our research in peer-reviewed journals, getting grants, winning awards, teaching, doing community-based activism. But for all of us, the list includes finishing our degrees and graduating this weekend. So give yourselves a round of applause. Whatever the stimulus was that prompted you to start graduate school, whatever the goal upon which this oftentimes questionable behavior is predicated, thank you for being here and for being a part of this community. ESF would not have been the same without you, without us, and the world will hopefully be a better place for us having decided to stick it through to the end. What we achieved as graduate students cannot be understated, especially in this political climate, and it cannot be taken from us. Our success cannot be undersold, and the work we will do to make the world a better place is something we all have to look forward to. I hope that each of us graduating this weekend keeps on being the hope we need for building a better world. But for right now, this entire weekend is ours. Ours to reflect, ours to remember, ours to assess and evaluate, to determine what comes next for us, and most importantly, ours to celebrate. Holding a graduate degree, be it a master's or a doctorate, is a monumental achievement, and I encourage you all to celebrate this as individuals and as a community. As we reflect on our time here at ESF and make decisions for what comes next, we must also be true to take time to express gratitude to everyone who contributed to our success. Our advisors, our steering committees, our administrators, our support staff, friends, family, and those who advocated relentlessly on our behalf. The Graduate Students Association, the Mighty Oak Student Assembly, the Graduate Students Employees Union, and the Graduate Student Organization at SU. I hope, too, that we understand and accept that we have a duty to ourselves to ensure that our decisions up to and beyond this point reflect our values and morals. It's not enough to choose a path because someone else says it's the right path. And likewise, it's not enough to reject a path simply because someone says it's the wrong one. These are determinations we must make for ourselves, using the experience we've gained, the imagination we've cultivated, all while staying true to who we are. There is much to be reconciled, and it is important to engage this process actively and with grace as the world continues to make demands of us. As we work to heal the world and make it a better place, we must intentionally save some of ourselves for ourselves. Give yourself the best of what you have, not what is left behind after you've already given everything. As we get ready to pen the next chapters of our lives, I'd like to leave us with some spoonful reminders from my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Andrew B. Campbell. First, you must know your source. From whence cometh your peace and your joy? We must know so we can protect and nurture our source. You must know your worth. What is the value of these past years of our lives? What is the value of the culmination of all our life experiences? Determine that and charge it with tax. Trust me, those who mean well will pay your price. Know what you bring and offer it intentionally without malice or ill intent. Know what you deserve and demand it. You deserve softness, you deserve joy, and you deserve happiness. Struggle logic is a scarcity mindset. Bag it and throw it out. Leave that behind and carry forward a mindset of abundance and gratitude. And finally, once you have found your joy, protect it with everything you have. There is a lot going outside these walls right now, and we may want to try and fix everything and everyone around us. But never forget, we're merely extras in someone else's TV show, but we are the lead stars of our own blockbuster feature film. Choose your battles and choose them wisely, but most importantly, never stop fighting for your dreams and for your desires. Congratulations, graduating class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Christie. Graduates, you now join the distinguished group of ESF Graduate School alumni. Your professors, fellow students, and the staff at the graduate school have enjoyed working with you. We are proud of you all, and we hope you will stay connected and engaged with ESF, creating a network of highly skilled individuals working together to understand and address environmental issues all over the world. Before we conclude, I would like to extend my gratitude to a few individuals. First, I would like to express my thanks to the staff of the Graduate School for their unwavering support of all aspects of the graduate experience at ESF, as well as the assistants today. Special thanks goes to the Assistant Dean Dr. Searing, Laura Payne, Charles Garbot from the Graduate School. Additional thank you goes An additional thank you goes to the Office of International Education for their support of all of our international students. And thank you for all who made today's ceremony success. Our facilities staff, communication staff, catering, our volunteers, Sue Nevins from Provost Office, Erin Tocelli, Lisa Brancato, Jeremy Hall, and Assistant Dean Searing, who pretty much managed us all and told us what to do and how. A huge thank to her. But finally, on behalf of all of the students, thank you to the families and friends of graduates for your great support of these tremendous scholars as they pursue their dreams of completing a graduate's degree. Would you please all stand to be recognized? Students and families as well. Family members, you supported them, you were here for them, family, friends. Thank you goes also to you. Thank you, our administration. This will conclude the formal part of this program. We ask that all graduates will gather at the front of the room by stage for photos. We will start with PhD graduates, followed by master's students as well. Guests, please join us for a reception in the back of the room, and graduates will join you after the photos. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy this weekend.